You bought the brand, you paid the price. But you didn't buy what you thought you did. Before we begin, don't forget to subscribe, like, and share this video if you care about what brands are really doing behind the curtain. On TikTok, videos are going viral. Factory workers in China quietly filming production lines. Not for knockoffs, not dupes. These are real products, real luxury brands, being made in the same types of factories as $5 sunglasses. Hermes, Prada, Gucci, Louis Vuitton, all being exposed. And it's destroying the illusion that luxury costs more because it's rarer, handmade, or exclusively European. Let's break it down. The luxury fashion industry is built on a single word: perception. That a handbag isn't just a handbag, it's a story, a legacy, a feeling of power. But perception starts to collapse when people see $3,000 bags being made in facilities that look no different from mid-tier apparel lines. This all started with a wave of TikToks. Chinese factory workers, likely under contract with European brands, began posting snippets of the items they were sewing. Leather bags, monogrammed wallets, even luxury belts. Some tagged the brand names directly. Others simply said, "You wouldn't believe who this is for." Within hours, the clips were viral. Millions of views, thousands of comments, most from stunned customers asking, "Wait, are all luxury brands made in China?" And here's where things get interesting, because technically, many of them are. According to EU law, a product can be labeled Made in Italy or Made in France, as long as the final stage of assembly occurs in that country. So the bag's components, fabric, hardware, even leather panels, can be made in Asia. But if the zipper is stitched in Italy, boom, made in Italy. That loophole has allowed brands to massively cut costs while maintaining prestige. Because China's manufacturing is fast, controlled, scalable. A brand can produce 100,000 units with perfect quality control, then fly them to Europe for one finishing touch, and no one questions it. Until TikTok, because once people saw the sewing machines, the fluorescent lighting, the mass production lines, something cracked. The illusion of scarcity, the myth of craftsmanship, the brand aura. Take a second to hit like and share this video if you didn't know any of this, because most people still don't. And here's the twist. This isn't illegal, it's not even new, it's just been invisible. Burberry, Coach, and even some lines of Louis Vuitton and Chanel have quietly moved portions of their supply chain to China, Vietnam, and India for years. But luxury is a theater, and the audience, the consumer, was never supposed to see backstage. Until now. Let's talk numbers. A bag that costs $3,000 in-store may cost less than $60 to manufacture, according to multiple cost breakdowns by factory analysts. That includes labor, materials, and packaging. Where does the other $2,940 come from? Brand equity marketing, storefront rent in Paris and Beverly Hills, and your willingness to believe that you're buying more than a bag. And you are. You're buying access, identity, the right to be seen with it. But that illusion doesn't hold when you realize the same workers making bags for mass-market brands are also making your $3,000 statement piece. So what are the luxury brands doing about it? Some are going silent. Others are pushing back, saying the factories meet their quality control standards regardless of geography. Some, like Hermes, are doubling down on promoting artisanal workshops in France, while quietly producing other collections abroad. But there's a deeper issue here. If the illusion breaks, does the pricing still work? Because what you're paying for is trust. That this product is rare. Special. Not like the rest. And TikTok just dropped the curtain. You can see stitching errors, assembly lines, products in boxes labeled in both Chinese and English. It's all there. And it's not a conspiracy. And here's the economic impact. Searches for real luxury made in China have spiked. Resale values are dipping for some bags. And emerging radically transparent brands are seeing a bump. Brands that show you exactly where and how your goods are made, down to the worker. Because today's consumer doesn't just want status. They want story. They want to know what they're paying for and why. And luxury brands, which built themselves on mystique, now face a choice. Hide harder, double down on image control. Or own it. Redefine luxury as quality, not geography. Some are trying both. Hermes is highlighting their equestrian French roots. Others, like Everlane or Kayana, are going minimalist and transparent, quality first, margin conscious, narrative driven. But the brand names most affected are the ones that shouted their identity the loudest. Because if a Gucci bag isn't made in Italy, what exactly did you pay for? Let's bring this home. The luxury world didn't lie, but they didn't exactly tell the whole truth either. They let you believe made in Italy meant every stitch, every zipper, every sole, when in fact it often meant final touch. And that's the gap TikTok closed. In 30 seconds or less, the illusion broke. And now the real question isn't where was it made? It's why do I still want it? Because if the mystery fades and the product feels ordinary, can the brand survive on its logo alone? That's the billion-dollar question. Luxury isn't about fabric. It's about feeling. And once that feeling disappears, price becomes impossible to justify. So next time you see a bag, a belt, a wallet with a 4-figure price tag, ask yourself, are you buying quality or just a really expensive illusion? Comment your thoughts below, and make sure to like, subscribe, and share this if you want more exposés on the brands behind the brands.